For years, they called it a ghost. A phantom project, working in the shadows, while other coins soared and crashed. But I've been sounding the alarm, whispering a secret that's about to erupt into a roar. Quant QNT is not just bullish. It's about to go parabolic. This isn't just a market prediction. This is an unfolding crypto prophecy. And if you're not locked in right now, you're going to witness one of the most monumental shifts in financial history. From the sidelines. Look at this chart. Cast your mind back to September 2021. Bitcoin was nearing its all-time highs. The crypto market was a frenzy of excitement, euphoria, and pure, unadulterated speculation. Everyone was buying everything. But amidst that chaos, Quant QNT hit its all-time high, and then it did something truly unique. While most altcoins saw dramatic, volatile bear markets, QNT entered a period that confused everyone: multi-year consolidation. It was a quiet period, a seemingly dormant phase. For nearly 4 years, QNT has been building, consolidating, coiling like a spring wound tighter than ever before. This isn't just a lull, this is a strategic hibernation. And now, it's ready to unleash. The whispers are turning into shouts. Legendary crypto analyst, a true OG who navigated the insane bull run of 2021, Dread Bongo, recently laid it all bare. He said, and I quote, "QNT has been consolidating for over 3 years into a highly compressed wedge. Given QNT's ramp-up in real-world adoption and integration into the core infrastructure of financial systems and global standards, the breakout from this coiling will be significant and transformative. The market will begin to finally price in QNT's foundational role in the next era of finance." And he's not just right, he's articulating the undeniable truth that few are grasping. I've been screaming this from the rooftops for weeks. This chart setup, ladies and gentlemen, is not just bullish, it's a masterpiece of technical accumulation. Combine that with QNT's incredibly scarce supply, let that sink in, 33% less QNT in existence than Bitcoin. And its foundational, indispensable utility, and what you have is the perfect storm brewing. This isn't just positive pressure from institutional players, this is an imperative. We are living in a new regulatory era. Governments and financial bodies worldwide are demanding clarity, structure, and legitimate compliant solutions for digital assets. This is forcing institutional and enterprise giants, the very backbone of global finance, to look beyond the hype, beyond the meme coins, and directly at utility-based projects. And Quant, my friends, is not just a utility project, it is the utility project. It has probably the most profound, far-reaching utility this entire space has to offer, solving problems at a scale that will redefine finance as we know it. So when QNT finally breaks out of this multi-year wedge, when it doesn't just go up, but goes absolutely parabolic in a vertical surge, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, will be something crypto hasn't seen in years. It will be a stampede. Because the vast majority of the market, the casual observer, the mainstream financial analyst, they are completely unaware of this sleeping giant. They haven't done the deep dives. They haven't understood the fundamental shifts Quant is engineering. And when it finally wakes up, it won't just shake the market, it will shock the world. Let me tell you a story about what Quant truly is. Imagine a world where every single country speaks a different language. Where every financial system, every bank, every blockchain operates in its own isolated silo. That's essentially what the digital financial world has been, a Tower of Babel, with communication barriers at every turn. Now, imagine a universal translator. A single seamless gateway that allows any blockchain, any DLT, any traditional financial system to speak to any other, instantly, securely, and at scale. That, my friends, is Quant's Overledger. You hear about projects like XRP facilitating cross-border payments, or Algorand building scalable DLTs, or HBAR focusing on enterprise solutions. These are all incredible projects with immense potential. But for them to truly connect, to truly interoperate, to truly scale for the demands of the global financial system, they need a bridge. They need a foundational layer. Quant provides the crucial, indispensable underlying tech stack that makes it all possible. It's the operating system for the future of finance. Tokenized assets, massive institutional movements onto blockchain. None of it happens without systems that can speak to each other. Quant enables that. It's the silent, powerful engine driving the revolution from behind the scenes. And for those who cling to skepticism, who say, but the QNT token isn't even used, let me set the record straight. This has been a FUD narrative, a myth propagated by those who haven't done their homework. Recently, Smoked Dog, a key voice in the community, put it plainly, QNT are used in every transaction that flows through Overledger. Read closely. QNT are used to validate the option to sign and encrypt every transaction that flows through Overledger. This isn't speculation, it's documented reality. It's central to their entire network ecosystem. Look at the Overledger network ecosystem. Picture it, on one side you have the Wild West of public DLTs, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Hedera, you name it. On the other, the tightly controlled secure world of private permission technologies like Corda, Hyperledger Fabric, even private Ethereum networks. The Overledger Gateway is the key. It connects all of them to payment APIs, enterprise integration, and institutional players, effortlessly and securely. And what makes this entire intricate system tick? What enforces confidentiality and integrity? The QNT tokens. Every single enterprise client, every developer, every user, every application validates each transaction using their QNT. The QNT token is the powerhouse, the very fuel, behind Quant Overledger and the groundbreaking new platform Fusion. And speaking of Fusion, the future is now. On July 4th, we received a monumental update. Quant Fusion DevNet is live. This isn't some vaporware concept, it's a tangible working layer 2.5 multi-ledger rollup DevNet, already deployed across Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, and more. They've hit critical milestones like upgradable proxy contracts and sequencer API integration, ensuring robust, future-proof development. They've even selected a DX partner, with an announcement coming soon. Imagine the implications. This isn't about rushing to market, it's about meticulous, battle-tested infrastructure development. Stability over speed. Every component is rigorously tested before moving forward, ensuring the foundation for true cross-chain composability. This is the methodical approach of a team building for decades, not just days. And this methodical approach is precisely what institutions are demanding. Listen to the visionary himself, Gilbert Verdian, CEO of Quant, first Deutsche Bank, then Robinhood, early movers embracing their own Layer 2 networks. The momentum is undeniable and the rationale is clear. Institutions are ready to transition private, permission transactions and digital assets onto public blockchains. This is not a subtle shift, my friends. This is the biggest trend we are witnessing this year, a full-scale abandonment of isolated private blockchains in favor of the interoperable, global reach of public chains. JP Morgan, once a champion of private blockchains, is moving towards public ones. This is seismic. Why the shift? Because existing Layer 1 platforms, the foundational blockchains we know, simply weren't built for enterprise-scale operations. They show their limitations with bridge hacks, scalability issues, and fundamental faults. Quant's answer? A patent multi-chain rollup architecture, a revolutionary Layer 2.5. This provides enterprise-grade security and seamless integration. Verdian's words resonate. It's no longer a question of if, it's only a matter of when. When Fusion goes fully live, when institutions are plugging into this Layer 2.5, it will awaken Quant to massive, unprecedented institutional adoption. This isn't just about financial gains for us, it's about a new era of finance itself. Now for a moment, I want to interrupt this unfolding story, but for a crucial reason. You're witnessing the dawn of a new financial era, and being prepared is everything. If you're serious about navigating these unprecedented times, about understanding these deep market moves before they become mainstream news, you need to be in the right community. This is your chance. Join the free Discord right now. The link is directly in the description below. You'll get real-time insights, chart analysis, and a community of like-minded individuals focused on genuine utility. But if you want to take it to the next level, if you want exclusive, unfiltered access to my portfolio, precise trade updates, in-depth chart breakdowns, weekly and mid-weekly market analysis, and the guidance of a full team of experts navigating this cycle with you, then the premium section for $99.99 a month is your next step. I know it sounds like an investment, but it's an investment in your financial future, in being ahead of the curve, in not just watching history unfold, but participating in it. We are in the thick of it now, and every single update, every piece of guidance, could be the difference. Don't just watch this bull run, dominate it. The link for premium is also in the description. Now, let's get back to the prophecy. But the story of Quant goes even deeper. There's another layer of brilliance, another testament to Gilbert Verdian's foresight, that almost nobody talks about, ISO TC 307. You've all heard the buzz about ISO 20022, right? The messaging standard, the modernization of finance. It's important, yes, it sets the stage. But ISO TC 307? That's the real game changer. That's the standardization of blockchain technologies and distributed ledger technologies. And guess who created it? Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant. This isn't just a side project. ISO TC 307 defines the very framework for how all these disparate blockchain systems will eventually communicate. It covers use cases, interoperability, the tokenization of assets, everything that's central to the future of finance. And what's truly mind-boggling is that the same visionary who is leading Quant Fusion to enable institutional players to tap into public blockchains at scale is also setting the global standards for how this entire ecosystem will operate. Quant isn't just building the future, it's writing the blueprint for it. And still, somehow, the market is sleeping. This is why I keep emphasizing that the QNT chart is not just bullish, it is a prophetic alignment. The chart is lining up perfectly with everything that is already happening and accelerating this year. We are witnessing an unprecedented surge in tokenization. Stablecoin adoption is exploding. And the most critical piece, institutional adoption of public blockchains, is not just heating up, it's becoming an unstoppable force. Gilbert Verdian himself is pointing to the Deutsche Banks and Robinhoods of the world, telling us they are embracing this tech. They are telling us they want to tokenize. They are telling us that tokenization is the undeniable future. It's no longer a question of if these financial giants will use this technology. They are explicitly stating they will. And here's the kicker. Quant has been ahead of this game for so long, it's almost unbelievable. They were building the solutions years before the problems became apparent to the mainstream. They were creating the infrastructure for mass adoption before anyone even dreamed of it. But the biggest piece, the core unlock, is enabling all of this at scale. And Quant, with its Overledger with Fusion, with its foundational role in ISO TC 307, is the undisputed key. Think back to July of last year. The ISO Standards Conference. Over 90 experts from 30 countries, representing governments, banks, international organizations, private companies, universities, all converged. And what was the key takeaway? DLT interoperability is a requirement. And guess who's leading the specific interoperability working group, Working Group 7? Gilbert Verdian. This group is actively developing the framework for DLT interoperability, detailing how data transfer, and asset exchange will function. This isn't just theory, it's the engineering of the future financial system. This slow, methodical progress in standardization is now rapidly accelerating. We see it in initiatives like the BIS's Project Mariana, reinforcing the Internet of Value, a concept that is impossible without blockchain and DLT standardization and interoperability. And that, my friends, is where Quant truly solidifies its position as an unrivaled player. ISO TC 307, combined with Quant Fusion, which is simply an evolution of Overledger, creates a synergy that will underpin the entire utility-driven crypto space. If you are a utility maxi, if you follow XRP, Algorand, HBAR, whatever your project of choice, you should be 100% laser-focused on what Quant is doing. Because it is enabling every single thing you believe in for those projects, at a scale that will truly transform the world. I am genuinely, unequivocally excited for the future of QNT. I believe this is going to be one of the most expensive crypto assets in the entire space. Right now, we are still incredibly early. But I promise you, in the not-too-distant future, we will look back at this moment and say, I can't believe we had such a long time to accumulate QNT around $100, or even under $100. Think about it, for hundreds of days, for almost a year and a half, QNT was available for under $100. People avoided it. They ignored it. And I truly believe that once this breakout starts, once the market truly wakes up to Quant's foundational role, everyone who ignored this chart will feel the profound regret of a missed opportunity. This is one of the cleanest, most undeniably bullish setups in the entire crypto market. It's so simple, you don't even need advanced technical analysis. Just look at it. We've been moving sideways for 994 days since that initial impulsive move. And since the beginning of this massive wedge, it's been 1,120 days. over 3 years of tight consolidation. XRP gave us a glimpse of what happens when such prolonged consolidation finally breaks out. QNT is poised for an even more explosive, more transformative breakout. The macroeconomic environment is aligning perfectly. The Fed is warming up to rate cuts, as they typically do in the second half of the year. The market environment is red hot. We are in crypto week, with major legislation moving forward in the US, cementing crypto's place in the financial future. The market, my friends, could not be more bullish. This is not just a pump, this is the dawn of a new era. So with that being said, I hope you absorbed every word of this. If you found this valuable, if you feel the electric energy of this moment, then do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss another critical update. This has been Casper. Thanks for watching. See ya.